Thanks, Adam. Well, it is going to get cold this week. That means it's about time to talk about flu season. Dr. Daniel Deem from Christie Clinic is here to tell us about what we should know, right?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me today.
Oh, thanks for being here.
All right, so
here we go.
Influenza season, and specifically we want to talk about flu vaccination today, okay?
Yeah.
So influenza, I want to talk a little bit about what it is because there's some misconception on truly what the flu is, and that's where a lot of the myths and concerns come up regarding flu vaccination.
It is not the stomach flu.
No, so the flu is a respiratory illness. So usually it's high fever, muscle aches, cough, shortness of breath. It's a lung infection, okay? A viral pneumonia. It is not nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, okay? And then here's what people need to know about the flu. It's very, very common. Millions are affected across the world every year. Thousands to hundreds of thousands of people are hospitalized, and thousands to 10,000 people die every year from the flu or post-flu complications such as bacterial pneumonia, etc. So this is a really big deal. This is a really big public health threat, and this is something that we take very, very seriously. Unfortunately, I don't think the public takes it very seriously, and we really need to start doing that. And the best way to do that is to get a flu shot, okay? Now, a flu shot is not perfect. Not going to lie to anybody. What happens with a flu shot is it takes a long time to make a flu shot. So we start working on the flu shot right after the last flu season because we have to mass produce it, distribute it across the world, and vaccinate everybody. And then it takes our immune system about 2 weeks to get antibody levels up. And so the idea is when the flu season pops up here, we're sitting pretty waiting for it.
So essentially, you know, you have to predict whatever the strain is going to be that everyone gets infected with.
Exactly. So it's a prediction game. So sometimes the flu viruses that we thought would come do not, and we get a different virus, or the virus mutates a little bit before it gets here, and that's why the vaccine is never 100% protective. But with any vaccine, any protection that you can get is a benefit. And again, with this being such a serious public health threat, you really want to try and protect yourself, okay? So the common concerns and myths regarding flu shot, a lot of people are like, I'll get sick if I get a flu shot. That's not possible. The flu shot is dead, okay?
It's a dead virus.
It's a dead virus, okay? But I think the myths is we vaccinate everybody during cold and flu season, right? So let's say you get a flu shot and then a week later you get nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Well, now the reputation exists out there that I got the flu shot and I got sick.
But it's not because of the shot necessarily.
No, the shot's dead. It cannot make you sick.
Yeah, so then what would that have been from?
So different virus. Yeah. So again, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea is not the flu, you know, but the general public doesn't know that because we commonly refer to gastroenteritis, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea as the stomach flu, but that's not the flu that we're talking about when we give people the influenza vaccine. So, and again, I have people that get the flu shot every year and they still get the flu. Why? Because it's a prediction game. So it doesn't always cover you, you know, all the way or protect you, but time in and time out, again, we have proven scientific data that people that get the flu shot are usually less likely to get sick, less likely to get hospitalized, and most importantly, and what we're trying to do all the time in medicine, is less likely to die.
Yeah.
So
well,
I would recommend getting a flu shot.
So who should get these?
Anybody 6 months of age or older, pregnant, not pregnant. The people that are usually at extremely high risk of complications or death from the flu are the very young, the very old, people 65 and older with chronic medical conditions, so heart disease, lung conditions, of course, asthma, COPD, emphysema, smokers, diabetics. All those people are at especially high risk. And so we want to be vaccinating everybody because that also kind of filters into the concept of something we call herd immunity. So let's say influenza comes to Champaign and maybe only, you know, 300 people get vaccinated in Champaign. Well, somebody gets the flu is going to spread through here like wildfire. Whereas if 70% or more is the target we're usually hitting for, get vaccinated, then we kind of protect everybody else. And you kind of see that with vaccinations over the past. You know, for example, the measles outbreak. Everybody's herd immunity was so high for so many years that nobody really got measles. And then with the anti-vaccination movement, we started seeing those diseases creep in. So this stuff is real, and we really want people to be out there and getting their flu shot. I know we're out of time, so
it's important.
If you want a flu shot, you can get them anywhere. Carl Clinic has them, Christie Clinic has them, Walgreens has them, CVS, Myers, Sam's, any local pharmacy, health department, not expensive. Please go in and get your flu shot. It's very important.
Everybody should get one, especially if you are in those conditions that you mentioned and you really need to get one.
Everybody needs to get one, healthy or not. That's the take-home point. Everybody should be getting them.
Dr. Deem, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.